Hey there, friend. Today we've got an amazing story to share with you about a remarkable person named John Lewis.
That's right, big sis. John Robert Lewis was born in Alabama on February 21st, 1940. He grew up working hard to help his parents on their farm, but he didn't like how some people were treated unfairly because of their skin color.
You're right, lil bro. John didn't think it was fair that black and white people were kept apart because of segregation. Even when a big court decision called Brown v. the Board of Education said things should change, it didn't change everything for him at his school.
But guess what? John heard speeches by a famous leader named Martin Luther King Jr. and learned about the Montgomery bus boycott. He got inspired to make a difference and join the fight for equal rights.
Absolutely. When John went to a school in Nashville, he learned about peaceful ways to protest. He even sat at lunch counters that were supposed to be for white people only. And you know what? He got arrested, but he didn't give up.
That was an awesome way to protest the injustice there in his city, and in 1961, John did something really brave. He joined the Freedom Rides, where people challenged unfair rules on buses in the South. They got arrested and hurt, but they didn't stop fighting for what was right.
Lil bro, you are on it today. Now, taking a trip back to 1963, John became a leader in a group that wanted equal rights. He helped plan a huge march on Washington where he gave a powerful speech.
And things started to change. In 1964, a law called the Civil Rights Act was passed, but it didn't fix everything. So John and others marched from Selma to Montgomery in Alabama to make sure everyone could vote.
But guess what? During that march, they were attacked by police. Sadly, John got hurt badly, but their bravery couldn't be ignored. The whole country saw what happened, and it pushed for a new law to protect voting rights.
All I can say is John Lewis was a big influence on the civil rights movement in the United States. He kept fighting for fairness, even after tough times like the deaths of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy. He helped millions of minority people register to vote and got elected to Congress.
You're right. He worked hard to make better laws for healthcare, education, and fighting poverty. He even stood up against a decision that made it harder for people to vote.
He was such an amazing individual, but sadly, John Lewis passed away on July 17, 2020. He left behind a legacy of courage and fighting for what was right.
John Lewis showed us that even if things seem tough, we can make a difference by speaking up and standing together. And remember, friends, always be kind and fair, just like John Lewis taught us.